for making math easy. And today we're going to talk about Earth, the largest rocky planet. It's the only planet we know of that has life because it lies in the Goldilocks zone, where it's not too hot, not too cold, and water can exist. Any closer than the habitable zone and water boils. Any farther and water freezes. If you know the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears, then it's kind of like that. In fact, the habitable zone can also be called the Goldilocks zone because it's kind of like the baby porridge that Goldilocks ate. However, the dad's one was the hot zone and the mother's one was the cold zone. And those three zones are important in understanding. So Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all in the cold zone. Our Earth is here in the habitable zone. And the habitable zone is where it's perfect. And that's why we have life on our planet. Earth's diameter is 12,742 kilometers wide with a mass of 81 moons. The moon is the only natural satellite of Earth, but sometimes we consider other objects as moons of Earth and the Sun because they are co-orbital. At some points they seem to orbit Earth. At other points they seem to orbit the Sun. These are called co-orbital objects. The Earth's orbital period is 365.25 years, and that 0.25 is the reason for leap years. Every year, 1/4 of a day is added to the calendar, and then when it reaches 4, those 0.25s add up to form a full day. So, considering that this year was a leap year, next leap year will be in the year 2024. And the Earth's rotational period is 24 hours. And those two are the definitions of days. The definition of a month is how many days a moon needs to circle the Earth. Its period can't be divided equally because it doesn't balance out, which is why the months vary in size so we can fit it into our 365 days. The seasons is the axial tilt of the Earth because the Earth has an axial tilt of 23.5 degrees, and when it turns towards one part, if one part turns towards the sun, it becomes summer. If it's if it's just like straight up, it's either spring or autumn. And if it's leaning back, then it's winter. And so a season length, 3 months, signifies that there is winter, spring, summer, and autumn. And this essentially tells us why we have seasons. And the equinoxes is the point where one limit is hit, is where the day and night have equal lengths. There are 2 equinoxes, the vernal equinox, March 21st, and the autumnal equinox, September 21st. And this is when spring and autumn respectively start. There's also the solstices. The winter solstice is where the day is at shortest and the night is at most. And it is December 21st, and that's when winter starts. Summer starts on June 21st because that is the summer solstice, where the day is at its longest time and night is at its shortest. And some of these stuff fit into the study of the celestial sphere. Atmosphere composition of the Earth is close to 75% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% argon and other elements. This will actually show us that our Earth is made mainly of oxygen and nitrogen, and that's the composition of air. Now, we can't use nitrogen for breathing because it's not reactive. Earth is around 1 AU from the Sun. 150 million kilometers. That's the length of an AU. Around 93 million miles. Our world is more diverse than we think, and our solar system is teeming with objects out there. Venus is the closest planet to our object. The moon is only 384,000 kilometers from our Earth. The formation of the Earth also had it as a molten rock. The fact is that the formation of the Earth could be analogous to having a planet form its moons, which was how the snowball effect mopped up the particles which clumped together as the object mopped up to create a planet. That could happen to a disk around a planet. But Earth didn't have one. And so a Mars-sized object named Theia collided right with Earth, and then the explosion made a disk around our Earth. It worked! The snowball effect then clumped the objects together and it formed the moon. Life formed 3.8 billion years ago, and so did land. Speaking of land, the tectonic plates on our Earth are responsible for continental drift. Continental drift is where the Earth's continents were all in one supercontinent called Pangaea, which split up into the continents we know as North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. And the continents will keep getting away, but then they'll form into another supercontinent in 250 million years called Pangaea Proxima. Europa seems to have hidden tectonic plates in it as well, as far as we've identified. What's interesting is that we think that Europa, a moon of Jupiter, Enceladus and Titan, two moons of Saturn, we think that all three of them have possibilities of life. And if we go on some probe like Voyager, it would take us only a few years to get there. But we haven't discovered extraterrestrial life. We haven't discovered aliens, in other words. So in summary, our planet is the only planet we know of that has life, and it's in one of three zones, the habitable zone. Along with the hot zone and the cold zone, it is in just the right spot in the solar system for life to exist on it. Well, that's it for Make Math Easy. I remind you to stay curious in math and science.